Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Izmana Nabi Putri. My student number is 222-322-00H4.
And my name is Shafai Namayanti. My student's number is 222-322-0078. And in this video, we would like to give our analytical about the winner and the loser of the chosen debate video.
Okay, the name of the motion or debate topic is the HW no longer accept the vicarious liability defense in military courts. The next is name of teams and their position. The first is government as UIB. The first speaker is Regina. The second speaker is Daryl. The third speaker is Jessica. And the last is the reply speaker is Daryl.
And the second team is the opposition. The opposition team is from UGM, which is the A team. So the first speaker is Hanum, the second speaker is Shagun, the third speaker is Sandi, and the last is the reply speaker is Shagun. So we decided that the winner and the loser based on the arguments presented in the debate. So the opposition, which is the UGM or A team, considered in this video according to us as the winner of this debate. And then the losing team is the government team, which is the UI team or the B team. So the reason why we choose UGM as the winner team are first, consistency of arguments. UGM or A team constantly holds that in order to guarantee proper justice in the military, vicarious liability is crucial. They emphasize that soldiers should not be held responsible for acts performed while under command because they frequently follow direct commands from their superiors or from their leaders. And the second reason is well-conducted and well-organized ideas. So in this debate, Hanum and Shagun make it abundantly evident why it is unjust to hold soldiers accountable or responsible, highlighting the hierarchical structure of military operations and the lack of autonomy among soldiers and lower rank. So they provided structured arguments about the importance of protecting soldiers to encourage whistleblowing and transparency. And the third reason is analyzable and logic based on information and facts. The opposition or this UGM team of a specific instance, such the necessity of comprehending the dynamics of power and pressure within the armed forces. They use historical examples such as Nazi dictatorship to show how commanders shape soldiers' behavior. And then the fourth reason or the last reason is linked back to the motion. So UGM team or A team or the opposition team made a strong connection between their arguments and the motions by illustrating how eliminating the representative defense would compromise justice and military reform. They argue that if this were to happen, soldiers would be less inclined to come out and testify against their superiors or against their leaders, which would hinder justice and enable criminality to persist.
Okay, the next is the losing team. The losing team is the government team or the team from UIB. Reason why the government or UIB is the losing team, the first is because inconsistent arguments, lack of capability of the element provided by UIB so that they don't form a complete and harmonious whole. UIB failed to address the practice of hierarchical obedience within the military, even though their focus was on the need for individual accountability to prevent atrocities. And the next is because weakness in the idea section, which is not clear and well organized. In the speech, Regina and Daryl tried to provide a clear framework on how eliminating vicarious liability would improve military justice. It seemed less organized, which made it difficult to follow their train of thought. And the next is because lack of use of fact and data. From the video of the going debate, the government's arguments are more theoretical and less based on practical example or historical data. They didn't adequately address that opposition points about the pressure faced by the army or the potential consequence of their proposal. And the last is UIB filed to connect the arguments they presented back to the motion, focusing more on the importance of individual moral accountability, doesn't adequately explain how their approach will function effectively in a real-world military context. UIB was less convincing in connection their arguments with the need for the existence. So, in conclusion, UGMA argument was better and more persuasive because of their more methodical or organized approach as well as their constant attention to the motion ramification. Consequently, they are the winners of this debate.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all from our group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.